Well guys, it's official. One of our beloved natty bodybuilding influencers, Alex Eubanks, finally went to the dark side. Standing at only 5'9", Alex is a little bit more on the shorter side. He's a short king, if you will. Although some people online said that he's taken SARMs or something like that, he's been pretty clean for the most part. Despite his fans making fun of how small he is compared to his other influencing peers, he stayed true to his values, saying that he's happy with how his body looks. He's not willing to compromise his health for more gains. He's not just an inspiration for all the short kings out there, but for all the guys out there trying to stay natural while getting a great physique. Seems as though he's finally changed his mind and he released this video saying that he's now gonna start taking some tests. Just a little bit of TRT. But why? Why should anyone care that Alex is on gear now? I mean, plenty of influencers are. Correction, most of them are. See, Alex is one of the few influencers online with a huge platform that has stayed on a straight and narrow for the most part. With the online pressures of fans and the allure of getting more clicks, the pressure to take steroids to get bigger is always there. With a long list of suspect influencers, Alex is one of the few guys out there to show everyone the natural way to look aesthetic without throwing away your health. A lot of these big fitness influencers don't openly talk about the fact that they're taking anything at all, but the fact that some of them are that massive, it motivates their viewers to find more and more ways to get to that limit, leading them to taking something. You got people like Sam Solik, even though he doesn't talk about anything relating to steroids, everyone knows that he is. Now the newest person on the scene is Toji. He's openly talked about how he's using. Even a lot of the OGs like Athlete X, I grew up watching Athlete X over a decade ago. Loved his videos, still do, but the way how shredded this guy looks for his age, there's gotta be something going on there. Another one of the latest sensations are the Trent twins. I mean, I don't really have to guess much to say what they take, it's already in the name. They're not open about what specifically they're taking, but they talk about pinning themselves all the time. With Alex Eubanks now taking a low dose of testosterone every week, he has officially joined the Gear Army. Who else is there that has a big platform that is openly natural? The first two guys that come to mind is Jeff Nippard and Jesse James West. See, that's what I like about guys like Jeff Nippard and Jesse James West. Their content isn't surrounded about how jacked and muscly they are. They're in great shape with great physiques and great genetics, but at the end of every video, they're not just posing in front of the mirror. Jesse makes fun, interesting videos involving challenges with other influencers or celebrities or professional players, while Jeff produces high-quality videos talking about the deep science behind working out. Alex Eubanks could have innovated his content to stay on the natural side while gaining views and interest from his fans. But what was the tipping point for him to make this decision? What would make a religious person that strongly spoke out against something suddenly flip a switch and say, you know what, F it, I'll give it a try? Although he's taken shit online from his fans and critics saying that he's smaller, he hasn't really progressed, he hasn't really put on a lot of size, I think the social pressure really started happening when he started working out with guys that are obviously way bigger than him. More specifically, the Trent twins and Toji. Even before making this announcement video, I know my boy was feeling some type of way about staying on the natural side as he's surrounded by these guys that are freakishly huge.
Yeah, bro, you look a lot bigger. You sure you're still natty?
Not for long. Bro, being around the twins, bro, I think I'm gonna send it. I really might.
Really?
But like, I would only ever do like a TRT though, just to make me feel better.
Well, that's how it starts.
I don't think I would get addicted like that though.
So you're saying you're gonna send it?
I think I'm like, I've never been so, I don't know. I'm gonna get like shredded again, see how I feel. If I feel like I can't maintain it, then I might be like, I'm gonna need a boost.
He said it himself. He was already strongly thinking about it. Have you ever worked out with a gym partner that's stronger than you? I don't know about you, but it's motivating to try to keep up with someone that's stronger than you in hopes of surpassing that person, even if it's not the ultimate goal. Now, it's a different scenario when you're working out naturally and you have your natty arms, your natty chest, and your gym partner is the help. If you go to a gym and you're surrounded by people that are obviously way bigger than you and on gear, you're gonna feel that pressure after a while. They have this phrase that says you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Obviously, you have the power to do whatever that you want to do, and you can make decisions for yourself on free will. But it is true to some extent. If the friends that you grew up with are high achievers, they have great jobs or they have a great business and they're making a lot of money, are successful in life, chances are you're going to aspire to that. The same can be said about the opposite side of the spectrum. If you're surrounded by people that are just trying to get by, you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm kind of happy with my life too. I'm not going to really try anything. For Alex, not only are you seeing the positive side effects of using steroids, aka you're able to move a lot more weight, you burn fat faster, you have great energy, your sex drive is like amazing, but because one of your friends is on gear, you're closer to the source. It's just a matter of asking, do you know someone that can hook me up? And boom. And it also doesn't help when your gym partner throw jabs at you for staying natural and not being as strong as them.
Yeah. This guy has milkers and he doesn't even like, I think your PR is like 305 or something like that. Like he doesn't even bench 315, which is it's a pretty high weight, hard weight anyways. Even though I could rep it for 20.
You're an asshole. You're an asshole, you know that?
I don't know about you, but that's gotta hurt. I'd be on the black market so fast looking for next day shipping. And in that same video, Alex keeps bringing up the fact that him and the Trent twins are not on the same level at all.
You hit 7 for 405?
Actually, I don't need that.
That's actually insane. Like, how am I supposed to ever work out with these guys, you know?
I would not be surprised if anyone would contemplate taking gear if they're continually surrounded by people that are significantly enhanced compared to themselves. It really takes a lot of willpower to surround yourself with people like that and not be tempted at all. And what makes it worse is that Alex is not a regular person. He doesn't just regularly walk into a gym, does his workouts, and goes home. He has fans, he has people that are looking at his content on a daily basis. And what do they expect? They expect progress. They expect him to get bigger and bigger over time, even though that's not possible for a natural bodybuilder. Being a big influencer comes with collaborating with other big influencers, people that are definitely enhanced. And it doesn't help when your fans compare you to that other influencer. It just makes the situation 1,000 times worse. This repetitive exposure to gear and plus comparing yourself to others gives you body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia is when you look in the mirror and you feel like you're something that you're not. You look in the mirror and you see a frail person when in reality, you're in pretty good shape. You got a good physique. I really believe everyone's got a little bit of body dysmorphia, but it can easily be taken to the extreme. Ever since the introduction to the phenomenon of Sam Sulek and the Trent twins, there's been a muscle fitness inflation. A physique that would get you attention 5-10 years ago, people wouldn't even bat an eye to today. And with all the social pressures that we talked about, it doesn't come to a surprise that he made a video like this. But the first thing that throws me off is how he started off this video.
I'm not here to please anyone. I'm not here to fit in anyone's box. I'm here for me. I'm officially stepping into the world of testosterone, not because I need validation, not because I'm chasing numbers or approval, but because I have more to prove to myself.
And that's why I chose to step into the world of testosterone? That doesn't really make sense. You can't say those two things and actually mean it. With all the evidence that we talked about in this video, we know for a fact that he's not doing this just for himself. He's doing this for some sort of validation. It's kind of like asking a woman that puts on makeup every single day to go outside, why do you put on makeup? Do you do it for yourself or you do it for other people? And what do they say?
I do it for me. I do it because I like it.
That's my female voice. If I put that person on an island by themselves, would they still be willing to put in all that effort on a daily basis to impress no one? And the same thing that can be said about Alex. If you take away the criticisms of his fans and the pressures from other influencers, would he still be willing to start doing testosterone? To dive a little deeper into the social pressures of someone like Alex Eubanks, I'm going to talk about why he wants to stay lean year-round. As you may know, Alex is known for being lean or aesthetic. But when he does diet down to low body fat percentages like that, he just feels like shit.
My body is like lean and aesthetic. I feel like shit. I feel like less of a man. My sex drive is shit. My sleep is shit. Bad energy, brain fog. It just isn't fun. Like when I have to be lean and like my test is at like 300, it just isn't a fun. Like I don't like it.
Pretty much all the signs of your body screaming for more calories. But you see, Alex wants the best of both worlds. He wants the mind of a person that's not dieting down, that's eating sufficient, but also looking amazing. Why? Because his fans want that. Alex has always been someone that spoke out against taking steroids, so instead he's going to be taking 200 milligrams of testosterone with a little bit of Cialis. I don't know what the Cialis does other than its intended purposes, but that's his game plan. But you see, when you use TRT when you don't need it, it's kind of like using other steroids, except that this one's natural. You see, unfortunately, as men get older, we produce less and less testosterone from our testes. Testosterone replacement therapy is a prescribed regimen done by a doctor to bring low test levels back to normalcy. If you don't really need TRT naturally, you're pretty much abusing it. He also made a strong statement in this video saying that he's going to take a quarter of what other influencers are taking and look just as good as them. Well, what happens if you start off taking 200 to 250 milligrams of test a week and you don't like what you see? What's going to happen then? Are you going to up the doses more and more? Or what if you do like what you see? You really like that feeling of feeling extra manly. A lot of people love that feeling and they can't get off of it and they want more. And they take a higher and higher dose. I mean, it really doesn't surprise me that he made this kind of announcement, but it still does, you know. Alex has been going against the grain for a long time, staying natural. But at the same time, it's his job. He probably feels like this is going to be a net positive, you know. If he puts on muscle, his fan base will grow, more sponsorships, more views, and more money. But is it worth it for the long term, especially when your body no longer can produce testosterone on its own? It is possible to stop doing TRT, but it's like a whole process to get off of it and let your body start producing it on its own. But once you do get off of it and you feel your natural self again, you're probably not going to like it because you've been so accustomed to that enhanced feeling. You're not not going to feel as manly as before, which can sometimes lead to an addiction. You know, it really strikes me how many people are really considering taking some sort of enhancements. I mean, just last week I was talking to a guy at the gym that could not wait to start taking some sort of gear. He was like, I can't wait to start taking tests, bro. I'm just gonna wait until like I'm 35 and I'm just gonna blast. And at first I was like, you're funny, dude, you're funny. And he was like, no, bro, like I'm serious. I can't wait to start, dude. I'm gonna look so jacked. And I was just like, oh, okay, this took a turn. Anyway, guys, let me know down below what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe. Profitt out.